Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yes, it's another flood video. We've had dry weather finally for the last 2 days, for the most part. A little bit of rain, but nothing big. And they were calling for torrential rain this whole week, which really hasn't happened. Today is Saturday, and the bottom fell out. So this is what it currently looks like on our street. Of course, you know, our street is always the one to flood if you watch this channel. And I mean it, this time it's flooding down all the little streets. Well, this lady's got pet ducks. I know they're pretty happy about this right now. Hey guys, you happy about the rain? Yeah, you're happy. So yeah, last night I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard the rain and it was just coming down. Didn't think much about it. I'm like, oh, it's just gonna rain a little bit. Then my dogs woke me up at about 5:30 in the morning. I go out again and to let them out. And it was just, again, just a torrential downpour. And that's when I knew, oh yeah, when I wake up, things are gonna be bad. So I took a drive just around the Kad Phrang area, Hang Dong area of Chiang Mai, just to look around, and it was pouring everywhere. But our poor neighborhood always catches the brunt of it because we're in this low-lying area. And we've got this canal. I used to call it a river, but I was corrected, a canal that is a drainage canal that just seems to overflow. As soon as we get a bunch of rain in a short amount of time, it just floods. I'm going to show you that. We're heading straight for it. Right now, the water is about, a good 12 inches, 1 foot right now, where I'm standing, but it's gonna get deeper as I get over here because this is just as it's coming down the side streets. The main road is up ahead. So I'm gonna keep saying this in every video that the currency exchange rate right now between the baht and the US dollar is really strong. I think it's at the high 37s, almost 38 again. So keep your eye on that. It's a cheap time to come visit Thailand. So as we make our way over here to where the canal overflows into our road, I just got news. I've been waiting a couple days since the hurricane that hit Florida to find out how my parents were doing. They live in a place called Rotunda West in Inglewood, and that's exactly where the eye of the hurricane hit, and they were at the house. But we did hear from another relative that they talked to him overnight. Of course, it was the middle of the night for us. It was the middle of the day for them. And they are fine, so we're thrilled to hear that. Here is where the canal overflows and goes straight on to the road. And it's deep here. It's about 1.5 feet I am standing in right now. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Happens quite often here in the rainy season. As soon as there's some rain of significance, this poor hut, which I don't know what it's used for because no one's ever here, takes a beating from the canal that overflows right beside it. Normally the canal is not flowing this way, but since it's got a way to escape right here, now it's flowing the opposite way that it normally does. Funny thing, when I drove around to give you guys footage of what it looked like, you know, outside of our neighborhood, I was coming back in and there's a place called the Consulate, big place. I'm not sure what they do there, but they got one of those security guards. And I think he was trying to keep people from coming down this road, but I have no choice. I live on it. And there, what he's probably thinking is I was dropping my kid off at the school that's near our house, and there he's gonna let us through that neighborhood. He was blowing his whistle and having a little panic attack because I was driving down this road, but hey, I gotta get to the house. All right, you see the edge of the concrete right there? That's 1.5 feet deep. I know this because I went over and kind of measured it one time when it was dry because I knew if there was ever another flood, I could tell you how deep the water was, and that's how deep it is right now. Okay, here's a look on the corner. These two houses are for rent. If you want to rent, somehow I think that this video footage is going to make you not want to rent these houses. But anyway, yeah, they're right here in the thick of it. So if you rented one of these, you would be dealing with this rain quite often during the rainy season. Here's the next street over. Usually the floods don't go all the way to the end of the road, which they're not quite to the end of the road, but they're almost there. And keep in mind, right now it's like 7:30 in the morning and it's supposed to keep raining all day long. So this should get much, much worse if the forecast is correct. Here's a look down the road, and here's somebody coming down this in an SUV, so they should be fine at only being about, 18 inches deep. But anyway, this is what our road looks like. This is our neighborhood. And this is what we have to put up with in the rainy season whenever it rains too much. Okay, so nobody is fishing where they normally fish right here. I don't know, it's because the water is so turbulent. Usually this water is going in one direction, but it's a little confused right now. It's going almost in a whirlpool. So here is our bridge that leads into our subdivision. As you can see, this water level there's not much room for it to go anywhere. And if you look down here below, you can see where the waters are coming out of the little holes that are at the bottom of this concrete wall. So yeah, it's not gonna take much more. And yes, we still have a full day of rain. Look at the sky, it's just pure gray. That's when you know it's nothing but rain. There's no hope of blue skies or anything else. Now this is our last day here in Chiang Mai, and I'm going to miss it immensely. For tomorrow, we go to Bangkok for 2 days, and then we're leaving from there and going to the US. We're flying on Qatar Airways. We like flying Qatar. They've always done a good job for us, especially when we came here with our dogs. They treated our dogs wonderfully. Even changed out their carrier halfway so they didn't have to ride in filth the whole way. Anyway, we fly from Bangkok to Doha, Qatar. Then from Doha, I believe it's straight into Dallas. So our first stop is going to be Dallas, where we get to meet with our kids. And we're going to spend a good week with them. And then from there, we're going to South Carolina, where we used to live. And we're going to see all of our friends there. And also, I want to go by our old house and just look around. I'll show you where we used to live and all that. Check this out. So garbage bags are now floating from people's home down the street. That's gonna make things nice. So yeah, there's 2 garbage bags. One, as you can see, slightly to the left, and the other one a little bit further away to the right, just floating down the street. Well, anyway, we are going to be staying in Bangkok near what's it called? Terminal 21. So if you know of anything good, any restaurants we need to check out at Terminal 21, let us know in the comments. We really do appreciate it. And we do appreciate it if you subscribe if you haven't already. We will try to bring you all things Chiang Mai and Thailand related. Everything from cost of living, real estate, you name it. Anyway, that's all I have for you right now. I'm going to go back to the house and dry my feet off. And until next time, Kap Kun Kap.